Everybody has that one friend that is absolutely chaotic. In fact, if you don't have that friend, you're probably that friend. And what I mean by that is everything is always chaotic around you. People feel chaotic around your energy. You unconsciously let things get extremely disorganized and chaotic because, well, you have a pattern of self-sabotage. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Nicole, a life and business coach for high-functioning women. I'm a self-proclaimed foodie, content creator, educator, and your new abundance bestie. In my world, we talk about all things to do with elevating your life. I post weekly videos helping the everyday woman embody her highest self, create inner wealth, master her mindset, unlock her femininity, and be an absolute boss in life. I create resources, trainings, and host experiences online and in person in order to help you reconnect to your true self. Not the one you think you need to be, but the you that you were born to be. So you can reclaim your power and amplify your voice to lead, love, and create as a woman. If you like my vibe and you want a little bit more abundance in your life, hit subscribe to be notified whenever I drop a new episode, and be sure to check out the free resources in the description below. This is actually a behavior that shows up when you are avoiding dealing with deeper things going on in your life. And you might identify with this because I've been there myself. I still find myself there all the time. When you have a pattern of letting things get extremely messy so that you have to always be scrambling, rushing, spending your energy hustling and trying to do things last minute, it keeps you on this survival mode. It keeps you sort of always having something to do. And the truth is, when you always have something to do, you never have to stop, slow down, and feel your feelings. Our feelings sometimes are the most terrifying things to deal with, even if we won't admit it, because our feelings show us what's really going on underneath the surface. And for so many of us, we just weren't taught the emotional processing skills that we need to actually face our feelings head on and to not run away from them. And what happens is when we don't process our feelings, we end up identifying with our feelings. If you find yourself in this pattern of constantly leaving your life or your spaces or your room or your schedule in a chaotic state, or letting it become disorganized and in a chaotic, disarraying, overwhelming state, then you want to ask yourself, where is this, unconscious need to be distracted and to be chaotic coming from? What am I running away from actually dealing with? And the other way you can identify what's actually going on is by asking yourself, when I am in peace and quiet, like a tranquil environment, or I have the opportunity to sit in silence or be still, why do I not do that? And a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, I just don't like silence. I don't like being on my own. But this is something to really explore, because if you really were clean with your thoughts and you could process your emotions and not panic or freak out or make them mean something about you, then you wouldn't have a problem with being with your own thoughts. So you really want to catch yourself when that is your answer, when you cannot be by yourself or deal with your own thoughts, like they make you go in a spiral. You're going to literally clean out your mind. You're going to declutter your mind, because the space and the clutter in your space and the chaos in the disorganization on the outside is really just a manifestation of what's going on the inside. And it just means that there's a lot of chaos in your mind, and there's a lot of things that you maybe need to work through, reset, and just understand, like, what is driving that. Okay. On the external sense, you can start by decluttering your physical space as well. So if you feel like the emotional work, the mental work is a bit too hard for you, you can literally go and tidy up one section at a time of your house, your room, even if it's just a drawer in your office or in your bedroom. Just tidy something up and be really mindful about it. Notice how it feels to have something that has its own structure and everything having its place. Notice the sense of calm and the energy that you get back when you're not having to frantically look for things, or the time that you receive in return when things have their own place and there's a system that you can honor. When you let your space be calming and to hold that calm for you, you begin to experience that clarity, and it's just about then honoring the space that you now have created and staying in that space rather than filling it with stuff and using it to serve yourself yourself, using it to dig deeper and to find, okay, when a thought comes up during the time of silence, don't fill it with music. Don't try to bypass the thought or emotion or numb it by avoiding it. Just feel it and use that space in a way to get deeper and closer to yourself and understand yourself better. And you want to arrange your space so that it works to serve you, not create energetic chaos and a feeling of disarray. So just be mindful when you're unconsciously letting things get chaotic, because that is really, yes, it's avoidance of cleaning and avoidance of structuring your environment, but it's a reflection of avoidance of something that's going on inside. So use that as a visual cue or trigger to kind of slow down and just go, what am I avoiding right now? What's keeping me on this busy train and not really dealing with anything? So that is my suggestion for you. And if you enjoyed this video, you're going to enjoy the rest of the series that I'm doing on self-sabotage, where I am explaining and diving deep into some of the self-sabotaging patterns that you might be unconsciously doing that are breaking up your goals and your progress. So subscribe, follow on my TikTok profile, and check out the rest of the playlist. If you want to take your abundance to another level, I want to help you. I'm a life and business coach for women who want to step into their next level by activating wealth from the inside out. To help you take your first step to unlocking true abundance and your aligned potential, I'm giving you free resources, workshops, and masterclasses that you can access on demand right now. Check out www.nicoleconception.co/free-resources to get your hands on it. For more videos like this, check out the other playlists and series I have on this channel. And don't forget to hit subscribe to be notified whenever I drop a new video. And if you're more of the podcast type, check out Freedom in Flow, where I dive even deeper into the concepts that will help you create less hustle and more flow, abundance, and alignment in your life and business. Now, if you're a reader, you'll want to subscribe to my email list for unfiltered, honest, and most importantly, applicable life upgrades. Now, don't be a stranger. Connect with me on Instagram and TikTok and send me a message. I love getting to know you and your story. It's why I do this. Okay, my lovely, that's all for now. I'll see you soon. Signing off, Nicole.